Hey, good to see you. You've been busy getting that place ready for sale. You've already taken care of the bedrooms and some of those big areas like the kitchen and the garage. Wow, you are making a lot of progress. So let's take a breath and talk about the next project. This next project, you want to allow maybe a couple of days to get through it. You're going to be dealing with the kiddos' toys and maybe some of your own hobby trinkets. Do I see any crafters out there? If you're out there, you know what I'm talking about. It is time to deal with all of those little bitty things. So if you have kids, start there. You're going to identify first, pull out their very favorite things. We don't want them to have to live without those things. So put those aside, and then the toys that maybe that they don't play with anymore, or are in disrepair, sort them out and get rid of them. If they're in disrepair, toss them. If they just have outgrown them or don't play with them anymore, it's time to give them away so that somebody else can enjoy it. Toys that they play with here or there when they're in the mood, those can go ahead and get packed. Put them in a special box and identify them as that, as kind of the lukewarm toys. Because maybe when you get to the new place, if they haven't missed them, they can go. Don't even need to get them into the mix when you get to your new house. Now, let's talk about hobbies. If you are a crafter or a sewer, you may have a hoard of things from Hobby Lobby, and it's time to get that under control so that people can see those craft rooms. Remember, we want people to walk in and see how organized you are, because they're going to believe that they're going to be that organized too. So go through all of the craft supplies and throw away anything that you're not using. You remember that time when you were kind of maybe into doing needlework and you just didn't like it? All those things, gather them up, and maybe you post something on Facebook. Maybe you have a friend who's thinking about getting into it. Bless them with all of the supplies so they can give it a try. Everything else, put it into, get all of those small items, all the like items together, and then use jars or little containers to keep all of those. And hey, get the label maker out. It's one of my very favorite things. And label all these things, and you will be so glad when you get to your new house that everything is already organized and labeled, and you can just put it up onto a shelf and get back to crafting. Now, if the hubs, maybe he's into golf. My husband has golf clubs all over the house. There's not a corner that doesn't have just like a putter leaning in it. I don't get it. But all of those things, they need to start to kind of gather them together and get them at least organized into one place. And that's it. Get those hobby items and those toys under control in the next 2 days. And then next, we'll head over to the bathrooms. We are almost done and ready to put a sign in the yard. I'll talk to you soon.